How are you guys doing? This is Ryan, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to answer a question I'm getting from a lot of different people, and that is at $2,000 a share, is Tesla stock still worth buying right now? What is going on with the stock split? Is it too late to buy Tesla stock? What should I do? So I figured I'd just slow down and make an entire video saying my thoughts and feelings towards Tesla stock, how I feel about the company, how I feel as a shareholder, how I feel as someone who owns the car, and just give a full analysis about what I think about Tesla stock, especially at these levels, and how I'm thinking about this as my investment. So with that said, let's jump in the video. Tesla announced last week that they're going to do a 5-for-1 stock split. So what that means, for every one share of Tesla that you own, you will get 5 shares on August 31st. They will take the share price on August 21st and divide that by 5 as well. So for example, if you have 1 share of Tesla on August 21st, and on that day, Tesla is worth $2,000 a share, on August 31st, you will have 5 shares of Tesla at $420 a share. The last time Tesla stock was at $420 a share, Elon Musk tweeted that Tesla stock was very high. When Tesla announced that they were going to do a stock split, the share price was just under $1,400 a share, and since then it has skyrocketed over $600 per share. Nothing really fundamentally has changed with the company. It is just believed that there will be more demand for Tesla shares if the price is lower than if it is higher, that more people can actually buy the stock. And so essentially it'll attract more retail investors. In the United States, we can buy fractional shares, but it seems that investors rather buy a full share of something rather than just a fractional share. But around the entire world right now, not everyone has access to buying partial shares. So this will allow a lot more people to invest in Tesla stock. I currently own 10 shares of Tesla, and it is approximately 10% of my entire stock portfolio. So I'm very excited to see the stock price continue to go up. I've actually made the mistake of selling some Tesla shares, and actually all of my money that I left in Tesla stock was actually just house money. I sold everything that was my initial investment. So for me, I don't have a strong emotional attachment to it, and I own all my shares at $260 a share. So I've had a massive return of over 600%, which has been great, and I like that Tesla is 10% of my total portfolio, and I probably want to keep it in that range. Maybe I would go up a little bit higher. I haven't bought Tesla stock in a long time, and I'm not buying it right now, but please know this is not financial advice. It's just the way I'm thinking about the stock, and please do your own research and due diligence after watching this video to decide if you should be buying it right now. If I didn't own any Tesla stock, I would consider getting some access to it. I try not to buy a stock when it has gone up really fast, but if I didn't have any Tesla stock in my portfolio, I wouldn't mind buying at these levels possibly and take a 1 to 2% exposure in my total portfolio. Of course it's expensive right now, but usually really good companies, exciting companies, are expensive and they stay expensive. Someone just also asked me recently, should I buy Apple stock right now? And it's another stock that has gone up parabolic, and they also recently announced a stock split. And I had to reply that if you look back historically, it has never been a bad time to buy Apple stock. The stock continues to make all-time highs and outperform the broader market. So who's to say Tesla can't do this as well? Tesla has so many catalysts still in front of it. It has the release of their semi-truck, it has the release of the Cybertruck, it has a solar panel division, it has autonomous driving, and whatever else Elon Musk wants to do. And companies are usually evaluated on a multiple of their earnings, so how much net profit the company can earn. Tesla is just now becoming profitable, so now you're seeing them have a PE ratio, which is kind of silly. And right now the PE ratio is 1,000. You're paying 1,000 times earnings for a company, which is insanely expensive. But if you can project that the company is going to grow into these evaluations and these multiples on earnings in the future, people want to buy access to that now. And companies that continue to feel growth, they're allowed to trade at higher multiples, it seems. Amazon always gets to trade over a 70 or 80 times earnings because it is believed that they will continue to grow earnings and investors are paying for future value. So you have to ask yourself, can Tesla keep on growing its company? And will there be a strong demand for it? All of this is new because Tesla is now finally posting earnings. And something that we've talked about before, I find very interesting on YouTube, is that there is such demand for Tesla content. You have entire YouTube channels just dedicated to making Tesla content, and they're all very successful because people are so intrigued and interested in the brand. So I do think this could be a leading indicator for a lot of future sales, as there's just so much curiosity about the company. Tesla is projected to sell 500,000 cars this year, and this number has been growing year after year. I do think it is worth noting that Tesla's revenue growth has slowed in recent years. In 2017, Tesla's revenue was roughly $11.759 billion, and that number grew by 82% to $21.461 billion the following year in 2018. And then in 2019, the growth slowed a little bit. They increased revenue at 14.52% with a total revenue of $24.578 billion. This year, due to the pandemic, I don't expect much revenue growth past that, to be honest. Even with the release of the Tesla Model Y, the new midsize SUV, and production in China. In the first 2 quarters, the company has done roughly $10 billion in sales, so we'll have to see how Q3 and Q4 go. But right now, it seems like the market is favoring companies that have been resilient to the pullback due to the whole COVID-19 world pandemic. It seems like investors have priced in pullback in sales due to the pandemic, and they're willing to pay higher valuations given the company's resiliency to not actually decreasing sales. And to put a cherry on top of all of it, Tesla is showing they can do these kind of revenues with profitability. So with all that said, I think the market is very excited about Tesla's profitability, and now the current market cap is roughly $400 billion. They are now a huge, ginormous company. When I first started investing into Tesla, they were under a $40 billion company. So I think what the market is doing is that sometime in the next few years, Tesla can profit roughly $4 billion in a year. And I think the market will accept at those times still 100 times multiple on earnings for Tesla stock, because they still project a lot of growth as the EV revolution continues. Tesla will find ways to make their cars more affordable to more people and doing it in a very innovative and profitable way. I do feel like the Model 3 was kind of like the iPhone moment for electric smart vehicles. As I mentioned, I recently bought the Tesla Model 3, and I don't think it's easy to go from an electric vehicle back to an internal combustion engine. So I think the trend really is more people will start buying electric vehicles. There will be more options outside of Tesla, but Tesla will be the biggest player in the game because of brand value, superior technology, and also they have the most experience in the electric vehicle market. I personally felt more comfortable buying a Tesla Model 3 after it was already in the market for a couple of years. Let them get all the kinks out, and we see Tesla does have some manufacturing problems because you have a company scaling so fast that they still need to really iron out the most efficient way to do that kind of massive volume. I spoke to a friend who recently bought the Model Y, and she had all kinds of problems with her Model Y. She sent it back, and I expect this to be the case for every company that's coming out with new cars, with new technology. It will take them years to perfect, and Tesla will be ahead of that curve. So again, I'm not buying Tesla stock right now, but I would honestly be intrigued if I was not a current shareholder. So for me, it's a hold right now. A reason that I would pay these crazy high valuations if I wasn't already a shareholder is just because I think it's really cool to say you are partnered, a shareholder with someone like Elon Musk, just because I feel like there's such a wild card factor with someone like that, that he can continue to disrupt in ways that we don't even know yet. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's partner with Berkshire Hathaway, when asked about Elon Musk and Tesla stock, he says he would never invest in it, but he would never short it. And he said to be careful of underestimating someone that always overestimates themselves, because they may not always be wrong. And Elon Musk is someone that really pushes on the brink of everything. Whether it is creating something like PayPal, or space travel, or electric vehicles, or autopilot technology for cars, self-driving cars. The world needs those kind of people to really push on what is possible. And to me, that's an exciting mission to invest with. I think having ambitious goals and doing the most we can with our time on Earth here is something really inspiring. I have a picture of the Tesla Roadster in outer space in my son's room, and he actually told me today he wants to work for SpaceX one day. He's a 4-year-old, I think I have some kind of influence on him. But these are all things that come to mind when I consider investing in Tesla stock. Is it expensive right now? Heck yes, it's very expensive. Am I interested in selling my shares? No, I want to hold these shares for a long time, probably the next decade, and if not longer, if the company can continue to be innovative and disruptive. If you look at companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, it has never been a good time to sell those stocks. To me, one day, I think it'll be comfortable to put Tesla in that same discussion. So if you could let me know in the comment section, is Tesla for you right now a buy, a sell, or a hold? I respond to every comment down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell so YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video, which is every Sunday morning, so make sure you tune in for that. I'm almost to 2,000 subscribers, so I appreciate all of your guys' support. It's been a fun ride in this time on YouTube, and I'll see you in my next one.